I'm just a bill, yes I'm only a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Well, it's a long, long journey to the capital city. It's a long, long wait while I'm sitting in committee, but I know I'll be along. Yeah, yes, I hope and pray that I'll
Good morning, this is Bill Scher on the LiberalOasis radio show and WHMP News, Information, and the Arts, where last week I had said that Barack Obama had planted his flag on coastal drilling and was squarely against it and was not going to move. Now, that has proven to not be quite right, but it's worth exploring this in some full detail. It's not worth being panicked about. But for the sake of accuracy and for the sake of fully understanding what's going on here, I want to lay out what happened after I made that comment. Last Friday, there is a group of senators called the Gang of 10, 5 Democrats, 5 Republicans, mostly moderate to conservative Democrats. And they came up with a compromise proposal, which is you would make Florida open up its coastline for drilling. You would allow Georgia, the Carolinas, and Virginia to lift the bans on coastal drilling there. You would keep the ban in place on the Pacific coast and the Northeast. And in exchange for that, we would take back the tax breaks that big oil gets now. They would have to pay real royalties on what the oil they would get out of the Southeast coastline. And the revenues that would come from that would be funneled into kickstarting clean energy and energy efficiency technology and making that widely available and affordable. So that came down the pike. Barack Obama was asked about it, and he basically said, if it's going to be part of a comprehensive plan and the drilling is limited, I will accept things that I don't like in order to get us off of oil in the long term. Now, in my mind, that's not what I said earlier. It's not being planting your flag and not budging. It's a budge. But it's not a flip-flop. We're throwing the word flip-flop around very cavalierly these days. A flip-flop is a change in position. That is not a change in position. In fact, when Barack Obama gave his energy speech on Monday, he still laid out the case against drilling. He is still adamantly making the argument that there's not enough oil there to lower prices. It is a political gimmick to help out big oil. But in the spirit of compromise, he'll accept it in order to get the things that he does want passed. Now, is that a distinction without a difference? Well, here's, as far as politically is concerned, this is the interesting part of it. When that compromise came down, big oil didn't like it. Big oil is still complaining about the taxes. John McCain said, I'm not going to support anything that raises taxes, sotto voce, on oil companies. So, John McCain is trying to position himself as the super maverick who can work across the aisle and get things done. He's trying to position his energy proposal as all of the above. I'll do everything. I'll do drilling. I'll do nuclear. I'll do coal to liquids. I'll do the wind and the solar and the geothermal. So here comes a plan down the pike that presumably is an all of the above plan. And John McCain flinches because big oil is unhappy. So I don't know if this was by design, but Barack Obama is now in a position. Now Congress is in recess now. This compromise will probably come up on the floor next month. But considering the lukewarm response that it got from the conservatives and from big oil, I don't think this compromise is going anywhere. So now Barack Obama can say, hey, I was willing to meet you halfway. John McCain can't meet me halfway because he's in the pocket of big oil. So my overarching point here is, there's a few points I want to make in the aftermath of this. Number one, Barack Obama is a politician. He never ran as a pure liberal. You can't expect to always agree with him and everything. And you have to expect over time to be organized so we can push any politician, including Barack Obama, in the preferred direction, to build a grassroots mandate to give the political cover for politicians to do what's right and what's best. Part of the reason why you're seeing Democrats in general flinch on this somewhat is because we are getting our butts kicked in the public opinion battle. We, the collective we in the liberal progressive movement, were asleep at the switch while Newt Gingrich was organizing up a storm on coastal drilling, and you've had a one-sided propaganda argument in the media for the last 6 weeks. I think it's only slightly beginning to turn now, partly because Barack Obama kind of stuck it to him on this tire gauge business when he made a common sense point that you can save more on gas by keeping your tires inflated, that coastal drilling is going to get you 20 years from now. The Republicans and conservatives tried to mock him on that, and Barack Obama got the political cover from NASCAR, from Governor Schwarzenegger, from the Republican governor Charlie Crist in Florida, etc. So that helped, I think, make the Republicans and the conservatives look a little silly. So we have to always keep in mind that we have a role to play here. We have voices. We have media platforms in this age of internet technology. We have to make good cases if we want our politicians to have the mandate to do the right thing. And I think we collectively fell down on the job on that front this month. And so if you don't want people flinching, you got to do your part.